Eerie, Ybor. Everything you can imagine is real. Tilda Pablo Picasso. The house built on top of an old cemetery is the first house where I remember growing up. It was the beginning of awareness of my existence in the world. The third of 5 children, I arrived on a stormy morning on August 19, 1967, at Tampa General Hospital. Perhaps the severe weather was a foretelling of events yet to come in my life. Still, the stories of my birth would wane beside the legend of the land on which our home rests. I was 3 years old when my eldest sister Joyce told my siblings and me the haunting history of the house and the town where we lived. I was too young to understand it all then, but the fear was real, unforgettable. My parents, Bertram and Lily, moved to Tampa in 1962, buying the old house on the outskirts of Ybor City, a questionable area sensible people avoided after dark. And with all the disquieting rumors of Ybor's eerie past, it's no wonder why. Some legends call Ybor one of the most haunted cities in the world, offering ghost tours to those who have an affinity for fear. I never did, but fear would come to find me all the same. Tampa's tales of strange sightings, hidden tunnels, and haunted cantinas linger over the city like insistent dark smog. Ybor City takes its name from Vicente Martinez Ybor, a Spanish immigrant who in the 1880s became famous for his fine cigars and business savvy. The Cuban kingpin left a lasting mark on Tampa's economy and its people. As a child riding in the back seat over Ybor brick streets, I was unaware of the mysteries that surrounded the historic district of the city, and I was utterly oblivious to the inner workings of a world that would challenge everything I grew to know. Ybor is a moving kaleidoscope of shifting cultures and colors that fill the senses and stirs the spirit. In the early years, we grew up nearly colorblind in the town that mixes with a Spanish, Cuban, German, African, Jewish, and Italian effervescence. People were just people. The multicultural melting pot surrounded our home and our lives with an air of wonder and surprise. I remember hearing the strange stories of Ybor and the world around me. Whether embellished or true to form, in my mind, the tales were all very real. There were stories of haunted tunnels, mob bosses, and drug lords that ruled the streets of Ybor City in the 1920s. To this day, rumors tell of a hidden kingdom secretly intertwined with Ybor's refined restaurants, museums, and art galleries. Some would swear there is a dark underworld where ghosts and gangsters reign just below the surface of society. During the 1960s, that mystery would offer my family a glimpse into its secret world. On the floorboards of our old home, I sit crisscross, staring out into an alien world. I always felt odd and out of place around others my age. So it's no wonder why every opportunity I would sit at the feet of grown folks. Minding my manners come easy for me. Awkward and shy, I'd play on the floor until my legs went numb. As my parents settled into their superstitious surroundings near Ybor City, they became hard-working entrepreneurs. Although the times were heavy with racial turbulence and inequality, God's favor followed them. After working tirelessly, they started their own business. Live and Let Live is the name of the barbershop and connecting grocery store they opened just off 15th Street, not too far from the creepy city of Ybor. My mother manages the grocery store, while my father runs the barbershop. My mom is a natural leader. Tough and assertive, she keeps the books and makes most of the decisions for the business and the family, and despite my father's unstable work habits, my mother manages to keep the business afloat. A workaholic by nature, my mom works multiple jobs to make ends meet. When she is not busy at the grocery store, she moonlights part-time at the Bay to Bay nursing home on Tampa's East Coast. Before the sun awakes, she stirs to prepare for the day. Barely resting from her late-night shift, she is determined to get ahead. I remember feeling enchanted by her strength and independent charm. She smiles and floats around as if she has found the secret to what Ponce de Leon was searching for when he set sail for the Florida coast in 1513. Work is her fountain of youth. She seems to thrive in the ability to provide and in the power of productivity. And if usefulness equates to youthfulness, she will live forever. Tirelessly, she runs the grocery store with a lively command and a permeating radiance that captures the hearts of her customers like bees to honey. My father, who is 20 years her senior, does not share nor does he care for her sparkling, confident personality. Quite the opposite, he is distant and closed. Inferiority seems to hold on to him like a faithful mistress.